Today, I'll take you through the thrilling journey of Halit Ergenc, from early setbacks to roles that captured the hearts of millions worldwide. His life is followed by millions, and his romances and acting triumphs have become the stuff of legend. How did he find his true love? What happened behind the scenes of Magnificent Century? And why didn't Halit shave his beard for 4 years? Stick around to find out the answers to these and other questions. Halit Ergenc was born on April 30th, 1970, in Istanbul. He grew up in a creative family, as his father, Ergenc, was a well-known singer, composer, and actor. So, Halit spent his childhood surrounded by art and music. Everyone, including his family and friends, expected him to follow in his father's footsteps. However, after finishing high school, he decided to take a different path and enrolled at Istanbul Technical University to study shipbuilding. But the heavy load of technical subjects quickly dampened his enthusiasm, and after just a year, he transferred to Mimar Sinan University, where he joined the musical drama department. There, he studied opera singing, though he soon realized it wasn't exactly his passion. At the same time, he took dance and acting classes. It's worth mentioning that Halit's college years were a challenging period for him. In interviews, he recalled constantly struggling with a lack of money, which forced him to work part-time as a camera operator and dance teacher just to pay rent. He rode a bicycle and counted every penny he could afford to spend at the cafeteria, but soon, things started to change. First, he landed a job with the singer Ayşe Pekkan, where he worked as a vocalist and dancer. Then, in 1996, he joined the Dorman Theater, where he got his first leading role in the musical The King and I. That same year, he made his television debut in the series Black Angel. At first, he only got small roles on TV, so he kept performing in theater while appearing in supporting roles in films and series. Halit even had a stint in the United States, where he performed in New York theater for about a year and a half in the musical Zak's Adventures. But he eventually returned to Turkey. Back home, he continued acting in theater and taking roles in Turkish productions. He could be seen in the movie Handwriting of Death, as well as in TV series like The Nanny, Grandpa Waffle and Me, Footprints on the Beach, Zerda, and many others. Though these roles didn't bring him major fame, they gave him valuable experience. From 2004 to 2006, Halit starred in the TV series Ailey, playing a character named Sinan Karahan. In 2005, he appeared in the feature film My Father and My Son. The following year, he took on 3 different projects: the thriller The Net 2.0, the drama Tramway, and the comedy drama First Love. But the real breakthrough in Halit Ergenc's career came with the romantic drama series 1001 Nights. His co-star was the charming Berguzar Korel, who stole the hearts of viewers and Halit himself, but I'll get to that later. In the series, Halit played Onur Aksal, a powerful co-owner of a construction company who could solve any problem with a snap of his fingers. He hires a talented architect, Sherazad, played by Berguzar, and falls in love with her, although he hides his feelings and constantly finds reasons to criticize her. Sherazad reaches a point in her life where she desperately needs a huge sum of money to save her son's life. She turns to Onur for help, without telling him the whole truth. Onur decides to test Sherazad's integrity and says he will give her the money if she spends one night with him. The show was well received by audiences and ran for 3 seasons. It aired in 23 countries, catapulting the main cast to fame in Turkey and earning them fans all around the world. For his work on this project, Halit Ergenc won the Golden Butterfly Award. Afterward, Halit appeared in several feature films, including the drama Cars of the Revolution and the melodrama Bitter Love. In 2010, he took on the role of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk in the historical film Our Lesson, Ataturk. In fact, if you didn't know it was Halit playing the lead role, you might not even recognize him under the heavy makeup. He also starred in the drama The Guest. Another key project in Halit Ergenc's filmography was the series The Magnificent Century, which took his career to new heights. On screen, Halit portrayed the 10th Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, Suleiman the Magnificent. He is considered the greatest sultan of the Ottoman dynasty, under whom the Ottoman Empire reached the peak of its power. In Europe, he is known as Suleiman the Magnificent, while in the Muslim world, he is called Suleiman the Lawgiver. Viewers in over 50 countries closely followed the evolving relationship between Suleiman and his concubine Hurrem. The palace intrigues and the twists and turns of the plot kept everyone on the edge of their seats until the very end. The Magnificent Century became the most expensive and ambitious TV series in Turkey at that time. Nearly $2 million were spent on its production, and most of that budget didn't go to paying the actors, but rather to the breathtaking costumes and elaborate sets. The crew worked 12 to 16 hours a day to keep up with the tight shooting schedule, while the costume and set designers paid meticulous attention to the historical accuracy of everything on screen. This careful approach from every single member of the team paid off, resulting in huge ratings and boundless love from the audience. All the actors who took part in the project gained immense popularity, and fans continue to follow their lives and careers with great interest. As I mentioned, the filming schedule was very intense, which left Halit Ergenc with no time to take on other projects. But after the Magnificent Century ended, he could be seen in the war drama Ali and Nino, which tells the love story of Ali, a Muslim Azerbaijani, and Nino, a Christian Georgian. He also starred in the drama Red Istanbul, where his co-stars included Tuba Bayukistan, Nejat Schleyer, and Mehmet Günsur. From 2016 to 2018, Halit played the lead role in the TV series Wounded Love, once again alongside Berguzar Korel. The show depicts the final years of the Ottoman Empire and Turkey's war for independence. Halit's character, Şevdet, is a brave soldier, a caring father, a loving husband, and a good son. His greatest strength, and at the same time his biggest weakness, is his loyalty to duty. In 2019, Halit reunited on set with actress Nur Fetihoglu, who played Mahidevran Sultan in The Magnificent Century. They came together for a project called Babel, or The Choice. Halit played Arfan, a professor of economics who resorts to real estate fraud to pay for his son's medical treatment. He and a friend pull off this risky scheme, but they didn't realize they were stepping into mafia territory. Now, they're being hunted not only by the police, but also by some very angry mobsters. Other roles in the series were played by Alsanver, Burç, Akale, and Ozan Guven. The show ran for 2 seasons. Personal life. In an interview, Halit once admitted that in his youth, he was quite carefree and even confessed that he was afraid of following in his father's footsteps, who had been married 5 times. Fortunately, the actor eventually met the one woman who eclipsed all the others, though it didn't happen right away. Halit Ergenc has been married twice. His first wife was a young student named Gizem Soysaldi, who also chose acting as her profession. She studied at a well-known acting studio and later began appearing on Turkish television. Halit and Gizem got married in 2007, but the happiness didn't last long. Just a year later, the actor filed for divorce. The divorce was quiet and scandal-free. The media reported that this was thanks to a settlement, as Halit allegedly paid his ex-wife around $180,000 to resolve everything amicably. There were also rumors that Gizem was pregnant at the time of the divorce, but chose to terminate the pregnancy after learning of Halit's decision to leave. However, there is no reliable source confirming this information. Considering the strong bond Turkish men usually have with their children, regardless of their relationship with the child's mother, it's hard to believe such a story. As for the reason behind Halit's divorce, it was quite simple. He had fallen in love with his co-star, Berguzar Korel, while filming 1001 Nights. It's worth noting that Halit and Berguzar had known each other for a long time. When he was 20, Halit met Berguzar's parents and even worked with them for a while. At the time, Berguzar was just a child, about 8 years old. Later, they crossed paths a few more times at various events, but the chemistry between them only sparked while working on the same project. News of their romance spread quickly, though the actors didn't try to hide their feelings for each other. As soon as Halit's divorce was finalized, he and Berguzar got married. Their wedding took place on August 7, 2009, and it was a grand celebration. They spared no expense, inviting around 350 guests. Halit and Berguzar made it a true celebration, sharing their joy with family and friends. The event was held in Istanbul, with the bride wearing a white, voluminous dress and the groom dressed in a classic tuxedo. The newlyweds were surrounded by flowers, and at the end of the ceremony, colorful balloons were released into the Istanbul sky. On February 9, 2010, the couple welcomed their first child, a son named Ali. The actor was over the moon with happiness, and here's what he had to say about his relationship with Korel after several years of marriage. Berguzar holds a special place in my heart. We were just meant to be together. She is to me what Hurrem was to Suleiman. I love my wife more than anything in the world. Of course, everyone argues sometimes. We've had some issues, but we worked through them with the help of family therapy. On March 8, 2020, Halit Ergenc and Berguzar welcomed their second son, named Han. Shortly after, they found out that Berguzar was pregnant again, this time with a baby girl. Halit admitted that he had long dreamed of having a daughter. I've always loved the name Layla. As far back as I can remember, I've always been fascinated by it. So, we settled on that name. Last year was incredibly difficult for all of us. We went through many challenges, and now we feel truly blessed. Halit shared at the time. Their daughter was born at a hospital in Istanbul on November 3, 2021. After the birth of their daughter, the actor decided to take a break from work to focus on his family. For a while, they even moved to London. Halit and Berguzar explained that they wanted their eldest son, who loves music, to have access to a quality education. Although he could have studied in Turkey, they wanted to explore other options, so they were essentially living between two countries. There's so much to do in London. We ride bikes and spend a lot of time with the kids, Halit said. However, they eventually returned to Istanbul. Work commitments and contracts made it difficult for Halit to live in two places, and the family didn't want to be separated from him. Speaking of roles, in 2021, Halit had a small part in the comedy Aziz's Dilemma, and in early 2024, the mini-series Like There's No Tomorrow premiered. Halit's co-star was once again the charming Tuba Bayukistan. The series consists of 4 episodes and has received high ratings from viewers. Interesting facts. Halit hasn't shaved his beard since he found out he would be starring in Magnificent Century. Altogether, he grew out his beard for about 4 years. One of Halit Ergenc's hobbies is diving. The actor has 2 older sisters from his father's previous marriage and 4 other siblings who were born from his father's later relationships. Halit is also an excellent singer and even performed at a Turkish concert. That's all for now, friends. As always, I'm grateful for your likes and comments. Don't forget to suggest the names of actors and actresses for future videos. And make sure to subscribe to the channel because there are many more fascinating stories ahead. See you next time.